Hi, I'm Anita with Anita's Creation 633. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make giblet gravy my way. Stay by and I will show you step by step. Let me just get the ingredients together. Okay, in this pot I have already gotten a pack of gizzards, and it came with hearts. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them in this and boil them for about 35 to 45 minutes to cook them. So in this water, I have measured out a teaspoon of adobo, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and cumin. So we're going to put all that into the pot to season them up. Okay? And then we're just going to add all the gizzards into the pot. My hands have already been washed. I also want to tell you that I took these and I washed them very, very well. I also examine each one because sometimes they leave a little piece of the yellow lining that's in the inside, and that's not a good thing. You need to be removed from there and re-washed again. So luckily I went through all of these and I did not find any that had that yellow lining. It will make your food bitter. So I'm going to finish putting all this in here, and then I'm going to cook it. And once it's gotten about 30 minutes, I will come back and show you where we're at as far as the tenderness, because we need them very, very soft. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, the gizzards cooked for almost 2 hours, and I seasoned it up with another tablespoon of salt. But you add the amount of salt that is good for your taste. So now I've already taken them out, and this is what they look like. And what I'm going to be doing, and see, it doesn't come out too much after you cook them. So what I'm going to be doing is chopping them up into little tiny pieces. And when I finish chopping them, then I'll show you what they look like at that point. I'll be right back. All right, the gizzards are done, and I've already diced them up into little pieces. As you can see, they're very tiny, very tiny. So what I'm doing now, I'm putting a stick of butter into my pan. Let that melt. I have a full cup of flour. I have a cup and a half of milk. I've got a quart of chicken stock. I also have 3 eggs that have been boiled and peeled already. Now we're just waiting for this to melt. Can't put it too high because it will burn the butter. Okay. Once that melts, I will bring you right back. All right, the butter has melted, as you can see. Now we're going to add the flour to it. And we're going to start stirring. We'll make it a roux is what it's going to be. We're cooking it enough to where the rawness will come out of it. And brown just a tiny bit, not much. It'll just take a few minutes to do this. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit of color. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start adding the milk in. And stirring it. As you see, it's going to need more liquid. So now we're going to take the broth and start adding that to it. A little at a time. I'm going to whisk it so that way it doesn't get lumps. Okay, we're going to do a little more. We want this very nice and smooth. Okay. I'll be right back while I get the other things ready to show you the next step. Alright, so this is what it looks like so far. Okay, so now we're going to start adding some of the seasoning. We're adding a tablespoon of onion powder, half of cumin, there's a half a teaspoon of garlic, half a teaspoon of sage, half a teaspoon of black pepper. If you like more, then you can add more. A quarter of thyme, half a teaspoon of salt. And now we're going to stir it. I have lowered the fire down to a 3, which is low. So it'll cook nice and slow and we don't burn it. And we'll taste it in a few minutes to see how it is with the seasoning. Once I've got it all mixed in, I'll bring you back. Okay, I added about a quarter cup more of stock into it because it was getting a little thick. And now I done broke everything up, and there it is, as you can see. Nice and thick. Now while that's still cooking a little bit, I'm going to cut up the eggs and then I'll show you the next step. So we're going to put in some parsley flakes. And we got 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. Now we're going to stir that in. And I tasted it right before I turned the camera back on, and it does need a tiny bit more salt. Another teaspoonful. Now let's stir that up. right, now that we have all that in there, we're going to take the giblets, mix those in. I'm making a lot because we're going to have about 20 people at Thanksgiving. So I have to make sure we have enough. And now that we have that in there, I've chopped up all the eggs. And with that goes in there. Perfect. Perfect in salt and everything, for my taste. Of course, you have to make it to your liking. So now we're just going to let it cook for a few minutes. And we'll be right back. Okay, it's all done. And this is what it's supposed to look like. Can you see that? The thickness, like a nice gravy. It's been cooking for about 10 minutes on real slow. And it's done. I'm going to give it a taste. Here we go. My goodness. That on that turkey is going to be on the turkey dressing, or chicken dressing, sorry. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. Again, my name is Anita. Anita's Creation 633. And I hope you like, share, comment, give me a thumbs up. That would really help me make more recipes like this. Also, let me know if there's something that you would like for me to try to make for you. And I'll do my best. So, don't forget to subscribe. Until we see each other again, God bless each and every one of you.